Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The
17.
Yes.
17.
It doesn't say individual minor. It says individual back in 2017.
No, it says individual minor.
Individual minor.
Wait, it doesn't say that on my end. I'm literally reading it.
Doc just tweeted 1 second ago, 1 minute ago.
Oh, well, okay.
Here we go. We're looking at this in real time. Let's go see what he has to say. Thank you, chat, for letting us know. The Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about, and I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society and I, and we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have high career ambitions and families, and I never want to jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned on Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Okay, here we are.
There we go.
I see.
Okay.
And live, yeah.
Yes, doing it live. All right. All right.
There's no words on it.
Here we go. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The
17.
Yes.
17.
It doesn't say individual minor. It says individual back in 2017.
No, it says individual minor.
Individual minor.
Wait, it doesn't say that on my end. I'm literally reading it.
Well, that's what it says right here.
Did
The
he
individual
edit this?
minor.
Did he edit it?
Edited it.
Did he edit it?
He edited it.
Just now?
Don't refresh. Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Caught in 4K.
All right. The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. No crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by settlement. Let me be clear. It was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me.
Boom.
Now, from a moral standpoint, I absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'll fucking own my shit. This was stupid. Now, with that being said, don't get it fucking mistaken. I've said all the remarks and labels being thrown around. So I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no fucking predator or pedophile. Are you kidding me? Anyone that truly knows me fucking knows where I stand on those things and those type of people. Fuck that. That's a different level of disgust that I fucking hate even hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't think he had a lawyer put this together. I'm just going to throw this out there.
Yeah.
Probably not. Probably not. Although no, I'm sure though he didn't have the lawyer draft it, but there's certain things in here that are illegal. But I'll let you finish first.
Yeah. But I think I've said what I needed to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020. So there's a 3-year difference, though. That's the crazy thing about this with me.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and
what happened in the interim? Why would that suddenly become an? Well, he said that there was a lengthy arbitration process, but 3 years lengthy?
There's facts on both sides. Then there's got to be 3 years over bullshit.
Let's go ahead and continue this. To my team, community, industry friends that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have said all this sooner. You guys have always showed me and my family love and support throughout all these years. We love you guys like you can't imagine. I have the fucking best community and circle. If any of this has made you uncomfortable, I get it. You don't have to support me anymore. But just know you have always been greatly appreciated. But trust me when I say this, to all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero real life experience, I don't give a fuck about you. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine. But I'm not fucking going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family, as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. They want me to disappear. Yeah, fucking right. So there we go. That is the statement.
There we go. A lot of facts dropped out there. A lot of facts. So the first one I jumped out to me,
reload the tweet in a separate window and see.
I have it right. I have it right now. I'm looking at the individual. That is a very interesting edit, by the way.
Yeah,
because
maybe it wasn't. Yeah. I don't know.
Probably was. I'm actually going to say, probably is Twitch that wants to hide the fact that it's a minor.
Well, so I have them both pulled up. There's two versions of the tweet. The first version. Let's see. I want to make sure we highlight this. Okay. This is right here. We're talking about this sentence right here. There, and I have not looked at the other version yet. So were there?
Well, I can share it right now. I got it pulled up.
Yeah, everything else was the same. I was reading along, unless I missed something.
Okay, and here it is. Here's the difference.
Here you go.
Right there.
Oh, you got it. Okay, yeah, you got it. Okay, never mind.
So that's
the one I was reading. The new version.
That's a pretty big difference, though. Like that's a major.
But here's the thing, and someone mentioned it in the chat. I said Deep Subversion mentioned right here. A minor should not be on Twitch. It's a Twitch problem because Twitch let it into their Whisper program, right? Mm-hmm. That is on Twitch legally, right? Because they let the minor in, right? So they did not do what they needed to do to keep the minor out. Right?
And people will ask why Blabs is on the podcast. She caught that.
Cotton for K.
Good catch. Wow. Okay. Well, so do you think that you feel that Twitch said, "Hey, you should probably change that"? Because that's a big word.
Yeah, because he didn't think it's a problem, and the fact that he wanted to disclose that and then he edited it, right? He put that out there, and so Doc doesn't have a problem saying that. But somebody from Twitch was probably like, yeah, you can't say that was the minor, right? Because that puts it on us. And it makes it clear that this was, see, it says, were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor? That sentence has Twitch in it. Twitch was probably like, oh, we can't have that, right? We can't have that. That shows there's minors that are getting into our program. And minors, it shows we're not doing proper screening of minors, which is a huge issue for Twitch. And one of the deep accusations of Twitch is they are catering and, right. The minor issue. It's an issue for Twitch, right? So I guarantee you that is something that was their problem because of that, the way that he said it and they took it back. Right?
Didn't To Catch a Predator have that problem because they were going through Yahoo back in the day and you were supposed to be an adult to use Yahoo. And some of those cases got thrown out on that basis. I remember something like that. So I wonder if this is going to be a big problem like going forward with these websites and platforms that are technically supposed to be age gated. But are not. Yeah.
So that entirely code. I would say that would explain why, because Twitch has culpability on their end. So they were arguing, that. I imagine that could take 3 years. Guys, litigation can take a long time. Like the case over the September 11th liability for the Twin Towers fall, that lasted like a decade, right? Like these things can go on a while if there's contentious issues.
So Doc just put out this message. Where does this leave everyone else? Where does this leave Twitch? Where does this leave these, former Twitch employees? Where does this because he's saying that there was Twitch whispers with this individual, right? Do you feel that these journalists who have slept on this story for literally 4 years, do you feel that they had the right to, obviously they had the right to, but do you think that was worthy of them sitting on it? Because if they've known this, if these journalists have known this for 4 years and they're sitting on it, I don't know. You think that's the right course of action in this situation?
That's a more I'm trying to think. My legal brain is spinning here, and I'm like, they don't have a duty. They're not a mandatory reporter. Right. They're journalists. So,
Well,
You report on what you like. I'm sorry, Craig. I'm just trying to. I don't have an answer. For that. I'm not a journalist, so I don't like. I can't speak to like journalistic ethics, but it's not illegal for them to do that. Certainly, they can report on what they want to report on. They're journalists, right?
Oh, well, what's the next step for Twitch? Do they respond to this? Do they stay quiet?
Yeah, I wonder if there's any term of that NDA that was violated there.
I feel like Twitch should make a statement on this, but I don't know whether they will. I think they may. I think Twitch actually may want to keep this quiet. I'm trying now. This is some speculation, but if I was Twitch, I'm like, look, Doc has already said all that needs to be said, and the more attention we put on this, the more this shines a light on something we don't want out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say that Twitch may not say anything. They should, but I don't know if they will.
Okay, well then here's another question, right? Because in Doc's statement, he says these were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. Right?
Boom. There's a key. There's a key. So no pictures. So no nudes or other stuff like that. Okay.
Right. So and I never met the individual. Okay, that's the big thing.
And no crimes were committed. That's on there too.
Right. But when you look at like this note from Bloomberg, right? Dr. Disrespect was allegedly banned for sending sexually explicit messages to a minor.
A message is not a picture.
That's true.
Those are two different. A picture is part of a message. It can be a message, but not every message is a picture, right? You're not just sending GIFs and emojis. Well, some people are, but I try to use words. I mean, it's weird, but I'm assuming there was just talking that was going on. And frankly, at that point, I would view that as pretty credible because it'd be easy to prove if that was not true, right? So this part, I actually do assume that what he said in this statement, nothing illegal happened, no pictures were shared, no crimes were committed, and I never met the individual. I would assume that is a highly reliable sentence, because if it's false, there'd be a lot to clamp down on. So I would take that sentence as very reliable. Nothing illegal happened, no pictures were shared, no crimes were committed. I never met the individual. So
no, I know you got to roll, but
sure.
But I want to key on this one more time, real quick. This
Sure.
singular word that was removed out of the tweet, right?
Yeah,
it's a big whole word right there, and I'm going to assume based off of this that he knew that this was a minor.
Yeah, that's what I wonder. Did he remove that because he found out later, or did he know at the moment? Which is interesting.
That's an interesting point. I'm sorry, but it doesn't, even with that word in, it doesn't necessarily mean he knew it was a minor at the time. Right. Mm-hmm. So once again, he could have presumed this was not a minor. So we don't know for sure that whether or not he knew it was a minor. He could have or could not have, right? It could go either way. This does not confirm that he knew it was a minor. He could have been stating that that person at that time was a minor, right? Because in retrospect, they were a minor, right?
Right.
But let's be clear. He's now confirmed the smoke, right? That this was involving a minor. Whether or not he knew is still speculation.
As pointed out, it says how many minors are in the Twitch Whisper chat? Floodgates open. Coming out of the woodwork. Twitch going bankrupt. Many questions. Right.
That's exactly why if I'm Twitch and I'm Twitch's lawyer, I'm like, yeah, we need to not talk about that, because if one got through, how many got through, and how many other things are going untalked about, right? How many other minors might be being talked about through the Twitch platform, and that can get them in international trouble. Right. That can get them, the governments get involved when that comes down. People get locked up, or perhaps the death penalty in certain places for that sort of stuff. Right. That is not to joke around with. And Twitch, as a platform that is international, right, could lose a lot if it is known that their platform is enabling minors to get on their platform. Like if minors are getting on their platform, Twitch has the most to lose here. Right. If this comes out that Twitch Whispers was open for minors, that is a floodgate. Absolutely agree.
Well, this is a lot, man. There's a lot.
It's a lot to unpack. I am actually surprised we got a response from him from so soon.
Yeah.
But clearly he went back and he was talking. The one thing is, I don't think a lawyer wrote this, but I think he did talk to a lawyer about what he can and cannot say, right? So some of these statements, like that statement, once again, he's been very clear. The one I highlighted, nothing illegal happened, a picture was shared, I never met the individual, right? I think that was something that was coming out of a discussion with a lawyer, right?
Right.
I think this center one, the material one, the facts were discussed. Like, what facts can I talk about?
Yeah.
Okay, you can talk about this. You can say there's a conversation. You can say that it was, maybe you can say it leaned to being inappropriate, but not describe exactly what you said, right? You can say there's an arbitration. That's factual, right? You can say there's no criminal case, no criminal charges. That's also factual, right? That was definitely something that was cleared. The rest of it, I think, may be Doc riffing, because it sounds very much in his style of writing. And some of it is just personal stuff, like the moral standpoint. That's not legal, that's moral, right? So I'm assuming that Doc did that himself.
Right. Wow. There's a lot here, and I think this statement will actually only divide people further with this.
Yeah.
In a major way.